to call, well, when I let them in and I call the case, then I'll call that person on the phone.
Okay, all right. Okay, you got me in.
Let them in, Judge?
Yes, and I'm going to start the recording now. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. We have Mr. Butler. Mr. Magnuson, are we missing anybody else? Because there was a person on another phone number, 313-442-3503, and Ms. Clifton tried to reach out to them to see who it was, and they never responded. So do we need anybody else?
Well, we have, as long as we have Mr. Butler, his daughter is also a plaintiff. I don't know if she's on the line or not.
Was she a minor?
He's a minor, but he has, authority.
Okay, all right. So I think we're fine to, and Ms. Clifton said she was going to try to reach out to that individual. Mr. Butler's here on behalf of his daughter, right?
That's right.
Okay. Mr. Butler, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Ms. Clifton, you can call the case.
This is case number 19004-728 N.I. Clarence Butler et al. Versus Bozil Alam.
Counsel appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Magnuson for the Butlers, plaintiffs.
Good morning, Your Honor. Diane Hutcherson on behalf of the defendant.
And Mr. Butler, would you state your name, please?
My name is Clarence Timothy Butler.
Okay. Mr. Magnuson?
Yes, Your Honor. Today's the date set for our motion to approve a settlement as to the minor. As the court is undoubtedly aware, this is a third-party negligence case, and there was an automobile accident. We went through discovery. We went through case evaluation, and the matter ultimately, although the plaintiffs accepted the case evaluation, the defendants did not, and then we were going to have to incur additional costs and for facilitation and further litigation. Ultimately, a resolution was arrived at, a settlement of $23,000. So that was agreed to by the parties. However, there is a minor child that was involved here. We evaluated her damages to be at $4,999. She did suffer headaches following this incident, this accident. However, the MRI was negative. That was the good news. And she was able to go along, get along with her life, albeit the hardship and inconvenience of headaches. But her school didn't suffer. She continued to, at least she said in her deposition, her grades were good. And so we believe that that amount of money would be a fair settlement in light of circumstances, Your Honor.
Okay.
I should also note that even though the plaintiffs were very firm that they had the green light, the police report, and the officer wasn't there, but somehow the police report reflected otherwise. So we had both issues of involving liability and potential threshold issues that were weighing on this case as well. So I'm asking the court, I attached to my motion basically a breakdown of how the money was going to be dispersed. There was a Blue Cross lien, which was, I negotiated down about $1,000 or maybe $1,500 of that. I wanted them to drop it all together, but they refused. However, the plaintiffs do get a break because they are UAW members, and instead of getting, I normally take a third of the settlement or judgment, but because they are UAW members and I'm a cooperating attorney with the UAW, I take 28%, which results in a modest savings to Mr. Butler and his daughter.
All right, are you prepared to voir dire Mr. Butler as to the claim for the minor?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Butler, would you raise your right hand, please, sir?
It's raised.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Mr. Magnuson?
Good morning, Mr. Butler. You were, I sent you copies of this motion and the settlement proposal. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you and I discussed this about the proceeds and how they were going to be dispersed, and specifically the amount that that's going to be approved as a settlement to your daughter in the amount of $4,999. You understand that, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've agreed and believe that that's a fair resolution, although you may decide to give us the rest of the money to her at a later time, the money that's your share, but at least in terms of what the court's approving here, you are agreeing that the $4,999 would be adequate to cover her loss and damages in this case. Is that correct?
I do.
And you're doing this freely and voluntarily. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you realize that this is a settlement. It's possible we could have gone to trial, and we could have done better. You could have gotten more money. You understand that, correct?
No, I didn't.
Well, okay, let me just put it this way. This is a settlement of the case. In a settlement, we weigh the pros and cons of going to trial versus not going to trial, because if you go to trial, the jury or the judge, who's ever the fact finder here, could award you nothing. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And by the same token, it's possible they could it could be you could have gotten more money. You understand that?
I understand.
So this is a compromise. This is a some certain based on a recommendation and based upon analyzing all the facts and circumstances of the case. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And based on all the circumstances of the case, you believe that this is a fair and resolution. Is that correct?
No, I don't. Yes, sir.
Okay. Judge, I don't believe I have anything further.
Ms. Hutchison, do you have any questions of Mr. Butler?
Yes, Mr. Butler, do you understand that neither yourself nor your daughter or granddaughter could come back to ask this defendant?
Yeah, I understand that clearly. Yes, I understand that.
Okay, and that this is final.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Magnuson, my understanding is that it's $4,999 to the minor, and then $18,001 to Mr. Butler, correct?
That's, I believe that's how it would be allocated, yes.
Okay,
And because of that, we don't have to have a conservator appointed for the minor.
correct.
That's right.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
I would just need the entered order, and then Mr. Magnuson give me the draft instructions in addition to his W-9, and then we can file our paperwork, Your Honor, and close the case.
That being said, the court is satisfied and the court will approve the terms of the settlement as they've been articulated on the record, and as Ms. Hutchinson indicated, the appropriate documentation will be exchanged and the order will be submitted to the court. Mr. Butler, do you have any additional questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right.
Diane, I will prepare an order and submit it for your approval, and then we can enter it with the court, and I'll give you the draft instructions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Have a
thank
good
you
day.
all. Thank you.
Thank you. Everyone stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you. Stay safe, you as well.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a good weekend.
Bye now.
You as well.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.